I came to realize that with Elden Ring announcement and, well, the guys that I started to make to help you guys to be better at Elden Ring, I started to do some PvP on Dark Souls 3 and I realized that there's a whole lot of people actually playing Dark Souls 3 PvP. So, I decided, you know what, might actually be a good idea to share one of my favorite builds ever for PvP on Dark Souls 3. And it is the red hilted halberd build. This is so damn absurdly powerful. What is up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers, and welcome back to Role-Playing Games, this merry corner in the internet where we like to talk about video games. If you would be so kind, I would very much like for you to spare me a like in the video and a subscription as well. Now, that being said, let's get into the matter. Like I said, I fought so many people on PvP while making my videos, and I came to realize that there's newbie people, new guys doing PvP, or maybe people that were rusty. I am quite rusty, I have to say, I'm pretty damn rusty. But this build, oh boy, this build, you don't have the slightest idea of how much will it help in PvP, and I sure hope that this build is present in Elden Ring. If it is, I am going to be making it an Elden Ring as well, because it's such an overpowered build. Now, that being said, without further ado, let's go through the gear first. The weapon that you are going to be using is the Refined Red Halberd plus 10. Refined comes from the Refined gem, which makes this weapon to be a quality weapon. As you can see, the scaling down there, it's C for strength and for dexterity. So we're gonna talk about the attributes a little bit later. But then we have the stone parma, and these work like bread and butter, I should like to say. Let's imagine in here that we're fighting against someone. I am going to showcase the build as well. Once we get to that point, I'm going to be fighting against some peoples in that. But the special skill, weapon art, that this thing has is Perseverance. What Perseverance does is that it makes this little thing that you have right here. When you're glowing, you have super armor, you have super poise, which raises your poise up to the skies. And essentially what it does is that when someone hits you while you're in this stance, while you're glowing, you're not invincible, but you're unstoppable, you're interruptible. So it doesn't matter what kind of weapon they hit you with while you're in that stance. It lasts only for a few moments, but should be enough for you to land some hits. Now, Stone Parma. The weapon skill for this Stone Parma, that's one of the downsides for the build, you know, because if you have watched my videos, then you know that I like to parry quite a lot. You're not going to be able to do that in this build, and you're actually quite a parryable person. It's not that easy to parry a halberd, but it is possible. Now, essentially, what the Stone Palma does is that it changes the animation for your parry button, which is the left trigger, into this. You see, I am holding the shield, and then when I press, it immediately goes back to the weapon art, which is quite excellent, because this halberd, essentially, you want to be using it on one hand, because it has longer reach, as you can see. Let's take this thing as measurement. When I hit like this, the halberd reaches that little grass that I have in front of me, but when I use this, it goes all the way to the steps. So it goes longer, it travels a longer distance, so essentially you want to use it one-handed specifically. And then we have the armor. This specific kind of armor that I have, it's just for immersion purposes. There's not like status or physical defense. Well, there's a little bit of that, but it's actually not that important. Let's hide this thing so that you can have something to watch while I discuss this thing. First, we have the Elite Knight helm, which is quite a round, beautiful helm. The Dracecloth armor, Mornus gauntlets, Mornus leggings, and then the bread and butter for this build, the Leo ring. Remember that you're going to have super armor while you're fighting against the enemies. So when you're fighting against someone and you get that beautiful counter attack, the thrust that you're going to be performing with your refined red halberd is going to increase your damage quite substantially. In most of the cases, you're able to land 2 hits on each enemy. So essentially, they hit you, you go to super poise armor, perseverance, and then hit back 2 times. And since the first one of those hits was a counter attack because the enemy is attacking you, it's going to be increase the damage from the Leo ring. And then we have Havel's ring plus 3, ring of steel protection plus 3, and ring of favor plus 3. All of these could be just normal versions, but since, I mean, you might as well go to the ring city to get them, right? So what this is going to allow you to do is that you're going to be able to use this piece of gear, the halberd, the shield, the stone palma, and still have a weight ratio of 68%, which is going to allow you to roll normally. It's not going to be super fast rolling, but it's enough for PvP. It's enough for PvP, just enough to get away from the enemy attacks. Now I chose this specific armor because, as you can see right here, I have, let's go back to the stats, physical defenses. Physical, I have 41. Defense against strike, I have 39. Against slash, 43. Against rust, 40. That's actually quite interesting, because if you wear a proper full set of heavy armor, it doesn't... Oh, I believe that I do not have the Mourner's helmet, but I should have something here that works equally. Like, for example, Lap. I believe that I had Lap helm. Yeah, Lap's helm. As you can see, when I use this armor, it only raises from 41 to 44, from 39 to 40, from, again, 41 to 44, and then from 39 to 43. And, yeah, well, it's not going to heavily increase your bleed, poison, frost, curse, resistances, magic, fire, lightning, dark, and so on and so forth, all that kind of stuff that everyone loves. But it's actually not that important. When you're fighting against casters, it's actually easy to dodge their spells. Let's go through the stats. So, on Bigger we have 40, which will give you a total of 16 and 71, 16,171 HP, and then, which is quite enough, you know, for the fights. That's quite enough. That's all that you need. Also, for this specific class, for this specific build, I chose the Knight as a starting class. Then you have Attunement, which is the base attunement for the Knight, 10 points. I did not use anything in the... we do not use spells with this build. And then we have Endurance. That's debatable. If you're a thoughtful player, if you're a really thoughtful and a strategic player, you can perform very well in here with 20 and 25. But mostly I like to bait attacks. So essentially, when I do PvP, I attack quite a lot. I cannot parry. That's one of the downsides. So I have to be versatile, and I have to be cheating the enemy, and I have to be trying to making them think that I am going to do things that I am not going to do. So 30 is quite enough, I should like to believe. And then we have Vitality. 20 Vitality is enough to be able to properly wear all of this armor that I have right here. If you have the Havel's ring plus 3, and then Ring of Favor, which increases your maximum equip load, increases your stamina and HP as well, and Havel's ring increases your maximum load, which will allow you to use this hefty armor that I have right here, this amazing piece of armor that I have right here. You can also use the Drake Blood helm and still roll normally, but me personally, I do not like that much how that kind of egg shape that it has on the back of the helm. Well, the Elite armor, Elite Knight also has it, but it's a little bit more round, so it's just a matter of taste. You can use whatever the hell you want to use in this one. So, then we have strength and dexterity. Since this is a quality build, do remember that this is a quality build, we have a weapon that scales with C and strength and C and dexterity. We want those stats to be as high as possible. Like I said, if you want to tone down some points into endurance, you can get it to be on 20, and then strength and dexterity would be 47 and 47. That's it. That is everything that you need for this build. Well, anyways, so we have our first set, the most important thing out of this. Oh, there you are, you little buddy. There you are. Where are you going? Hey, come back here, sir. Let's have a proper duel. Where are you? If you went, we're probably we're probably running around in circles trying to find each other. That's why I hate this arena so much. Hey, let's see. Do I have the shout? All right. Oh, we have an honorable person. Great. Alright, let's go. Now, what I like to do is run around a little bit and then do an attack so that we can... Oh yeah, I remember that shield. Yeah, she's attacking aimlessly, so... What I am going to do is this. No problemo. Bye-bye. A beautiful day, sir. So yeah, when you see the enemy attacking way too much against you, that they are feeling confident, just dash against them and strike them without any kind of care. So, alright, let's go through our next duel. I'm just going to check my phone real fast and while this thing loads up. Oh, well, like I said, if my memory serves me well, that's common before. There's definitely a rekindled community here. To fight. So you see the tracking? When they are rolling, he's going to keep attacking me. When they are rolling against you, wait a little bit, do not attack immediately. He probably noticed what I am doing. Oh, well, you are. He was trying to parry me. It's really hard to parry a halberd. It is possible, it is completely possible, but it is quite hard, the timing to parry a halberd. Like I said, I believe that I showcased previously in the build. I'm just going to quit real fast. Again, this is as fast as you can be attacking, but you attack, they roll, wait a little bit, and you attack again. And that attack is going to be tracking the enemy, alright? So when they track the enemy, well, logically, they're gonna get smacked in the face. Let's go, another match. I believe that one or two more should be sufficient enough to showcase. I'm probably not going to be cutting any kind of this footage, so that you can see that I am not just choosing my fights that I win. And as you can see, I'm barely making any kind of effort, and this guy seems to know what they are doing at some extent. Oh, this guy seems dangerous. And still, he's probably going to beat the hell out of me. What are you doing? And then he rolls away, and then I attack again. No, sir. He probably knew what he was doing, but like I said, this halberd, dude, it's just so filthy. Like I was saying before I got interrupted by this duel, I'm not going to be cutting any of this footage. I'm sorry for those dead periods of time between matches, but ideally, what I want to showcase in here is that you do not need to be a good player to be efficiently winning with this kind of build. I am quite rusty. It has been a while since I played the actual free PvP. I used to play quite a lot back in the old days of yore. But right now, I think that I am quite rusty and I'm I am not playing as I'm supposed to be playing, and still, just by doing barely nothing, barely any kind of effort, I am able to fight against the enemies, against my opponents. Is this Crusader? Oh, we have the Dark Soul. I'm able to fight against them because of the build, because this is too filthy. Having that much poise, it's just... Dark Soul. No. Nope. Ah. No, sir. Nope. You see, he was trying to get the hang of my parry, but sometimes when you throw this one and you charge it up, it's going to help quite a lot. Alright, back to the topic. I'm not cutting any of this footage because, as you can see, sadly, unfortunately, I'm just spamming the attack button and spamming the attack weapon art. It's damn easy. So, ideally, if this is, I'm guessing, I very much hope that when Elden Ring comes out, the perseverance skill weapon art is still present at some extent in that. Because if it is, I'm definitely going to be playing this kind of build. But yeah, as you can see, you do not need to be an experienced player. As you were able to see, all of the enemies that I am fighting against, they seem imponent, and they seem fierce and strong, and they seem like people that they know what they are doing, and probably they have been playing regularly more than I have. But it's just the build, dude. That's one of the biggest issues with this build. Big weapons. Yep. Yeah, scary. No sir. No sir. No sir. No. But you know, that's what you do not want to be doing. Because then I can do this. Goodbye, sir. When you see that the enemy is being way too aggressive against you, that's when you know that you can leverage the most of this. Because when you see the enemy that's running around and that's feeling how you play and it's moving around and it's like trying to get the parries, that's when you should be worried about it all. Because that's probably an enemy that knows. That knows what they are doing, of course. So yeah, as you saw, I had fairly a bunch of fights, a bunch of good fights, and I wasn't losing and I wasn't making like any kind of effort because of the build. So I highly advise you guys that you try this out, that you feel it out while you're playing, I don't know, Dark Souls 3, trying to get that pumped Elden Ring feeling and hype, so that maybe when Elden Ring comes out, we know that Elden Ring PvP is going to be quite hard, because it's going to be natively only functioning while you invade people that has co-op activated. So, like I said, I'm saying it again, this build is also amazing for gangspangs. Because you don't have to worry about the spirit summoning around you, and they get confident and they feel that confidence that they are going to attack you, and you're going to just do that and attack the main host and beat the hell out of them. That being said, I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. That's all for me. I hope that you find the guide useful. I hope that you find the content useful. If you have not subscribed yet to RPJames, and what are you waiting for? You can also follow me on Twitch. I'm recording these things on Twitch. I might actually be recording my guides over here because it's a little bit easier for me. I work, I'm a teacher, so I do not have that much time to play, so this is going to make it a little bit easier for me to keep providing the content for the channel. So that being said, have a beautiful day. You're a goddamn gorgeous and beautiful person. Stay safe out there. I will be seeing you, them beautiful people, in the next one. Have a beautiful day.